Hey, Matt from Sherman House Studio here. Going to show y'all the setup I've been using to record acoustic guitar. It seems to be working pretty well so far, and I'm totally experimenting. And I'm using a 3-mic system going into my rack of stuff. Well, it's a bunch of stuff stacked on each other. It's not in a rack yet because I don't have room for the rack in here that I've got. Gonna have to build something new. Anyway, we start off with the Audio Technica 4033 at the 12th fret, or pointing at the 12th fret. It's out near the nut and about 10 inches, about 6 inches out from the neck, 10 inches away from the 12th fret, pointing at the 12th fret. We have the Mogami V69, the MXL V69 Mogami Edition tube mic with its power supply. Out here front, and over here we have a Studio Projects B1, which is a pretty nice sounding Chinese source condenser that's inexpensive, but a good performer for the money, I think. Now, the setup on the mics, I'm using what's called the 3-to-1 rule. You should always have your trusty tape measure for measuring distances from microphones to drum heads, guitar locations, amplifiers, etc., so that you can make notes of what you're doing and reproduce them later when you get something good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see that the distance here, well, this side. The distance here, diaphragm to diaphragm, is approximately 33 inches. Maybe just a little less, diaphragm to diaphragm. Then here to here, almost the same. That's to the Mogami. And from the Audio Technica to the MXL Mogami 33 again. And now if we put the guitar, when I sit in this chair right here, that light is killing on my video, isn't it? When I sit in this chair right here, you can see where the mics are. Let me get over this way. You can see the setup. They're kind of in a triangle there. And if I then keep the guitar 11 inches from each of these front 2 mics, which will be me sitting about right here. You can see the microphone there to there and there to there, and of course I'll be careful not to rock back and forth when I get rocking, depending on what I'm playing, and the Mogami is directly in front of me. Now when I do that and stay about 11 inches away here, the 3-to-1 rule is preserved, and that rule is made to reduce phase issues and eliminate, I don't know how it eliminates them, but anyway, I've recorded several tracks using this method, and here is my Reaper display of the tracks. Those are a bunch of tracks I did that I didn't like, and instead of fighting through the takes on those tracks, I reset 3 more tracks. The acoustic guitar effects is, I'm not sure what I got on there. I think I got a 1176 compressor model and a little bit of delay. Anyway, and then each mic has some EQ on it, and that is all. The 4033 is run through my M-Audio TAMPA mic pre, which has a little bit of has a compressor on it. It's a real nice compressor. It's real hard to get a bad sound out of this using this compressor. I've got it set with threshold where it hits it a little bit all the time, and I've got the ratio at 10-to-1 and 5 millisecond attack and 250 millisecond release, which is the fastest release. It's kind of like a close limiter. I didn't realize the attack was set at 10-to-1. I thought I had it at about 3.5 or 4-to-1. I may have flipped it, fiddling with it later. The Studio Projects mic is run through my Presonus BlueTube, which is a starved plate design, meaning the tube doesn't get a full operating voltage. I'm not sure what the voltage is on this particular one. But anyway, you can see I've got both the tube drive and the gain set at the same level. The drive is really more like a little distortion box. I don't notice that it adds any pleasant harmonics, but a little bit of distortion is kind of cool in some situations. And the preamp itself on the gain stage is fairly clean if you don't turn it up too loud. I use it up to about noon. It's clean up to about 2 o'clock on the knob. It's pretty quiet to my ears. Anyway, and then the MXL tube mic is run directly to the Focusrite because it's got a fairly high output, and the Focusrite pre's are real quiet. Anyway, so I've recorded these tracks, and we'll play some for you. Let's make sure our monitors are on in the mix control. They are. So we'll play. Might take a minute for my chair's a little noisy. Back, you can't see this is the listening position right here. But as you can hear, at that volume, no phase issues. And that's with, I have the 69 pan hard left, the 33 center, and the Studio Projects pan hard right. And that's without the effects on it. But if we center all 3 microphones, back up a little bit. I think I'm hearing just a little bit of phase there around that A, which would be 220, I think, when they're all center panned. But they're not going to be center panned. They're going to be panned this way, and then we bring the effects in with a little bit of reverb. Let's see, what do I have on there? Okay, I've just got some reverb and some compression. Compression's not real hard. It's kind of limiting, 11 to 2, 11.2 to 1. Very short attack and quick release time. We're just giving it a haircut on the transients, basically. And it's, of course, the question is after the reverb, so we try to take care of any artifacts from the reverb that may be in place. Anyway, that's the 3 microphone method as I've been exploring it here at the Sherman House Studios. We're in the Blanket Fort Records recording room, so named because I don't want to do a bunch of permanent treatment in this condo bedroom, because we're going to be selling it in April or May to buy a house with a basement so I can have a dedicated studio space. And there you have it. Again, I'm Matt with Sherman House Studios. Thanks for watching.